Hello programmers. So today we are going to see how to install Python in our system. So we are going to browse that Python official website. As you can see that python.org is the official website of Python. We can Google it also. Yeah, let's visit on that official website and let's see what it has. We wanted to download that latest package, which is currently that 3.10 is the latest version. We can see other information which is available on website related to their news, some downloads, job alerts, upcoming events. It has most of the information related to Python community. You can join it and get the all latest news. We are going to download. As you can see on that download tab, I can see all the all the downloads which has been uh, released in the past, that Python version 3.10, 3.9, 3.8. It has all release notes which has been attached along with that. So if you wanted to get information what they have changed inside that, we can do that. So let's click then download Python. Okay, it's open that splash screen. As you can see 3.8, we have two options: install now and customize. As you can see few more check boxes over there like documentation, Python test suite, idle. Right now I'm not going to change anything. I'll just install by default on by default path. Click install now. It will start in a few minutes. Meanwhile we can browse that website. Okay, so we can see here down documentation tab we have uh, detailed documentation on Python tutorials, Python resources. As we can see here we have three options: beginner, moderate and advanced option. So based on our stage we can select and start on working on it. We can learn how to write Python programs and what their documentation. We have one more option, that is Python book. Inside that documentation, it has Python books in different languages, so you can download it and you can you can say Wikipedia of Python. uh, I tried to use that, but it doesn't look very familiar or user friendly. So you can give it a try. Yeah. We have another tab, that is community. So it has that Python conferences information and other news are also available. They have Python event also. So one major thing which I admire to people, that is Python conferences. So Python Foundation organized Python PyConference in Europe, US. So if you wanted to, we can become a part of it and we'll get the latest news, latest uh, advices from expert of Python. So I was talking about this Python Software Foundation. It's a non-profit organization and which is responsible for managing these Python packages. As you can see here, you can become a part of it. You can donate some bucks on that. We have other option also, PyPL, and PyP is one kind of package which is actually responsible for uh, defining some guidelines how to write in some codes, what are some you can say soft guidelines defined by Python organization. It's not very strict, but yeah, if you'll follow it, definitely their readability will be improved. Meanwhile our Python setup is also going to complete almost. As you can see, I have downloaded 64-bit. Most of the laptops and computers are coming with 64, so I have selected the same. You can select based on your requirement or on your machine. Oh, it got successful. Great. So now we'll see how that Python is looking into our system. We'll try to write some sample code and sample program. Okay, so I'm just searching Python. Python is showing 3.10 version, what we have expected. So this is Python cell. We can do some Python command over here and get to know that how it's working. I'm going to print one statement. So this is simple test of that, like other programmers do that whenever they start in a new language or new technology. So we are going to print hello world. So hello world to Python world. I'm also going to define one list which will contain some string values like a b c. I have allocated some memory to this list by doing this command, so it will allocate some memory in my RAM. Okay, let's see it, if is it really stored inside that list. You can just type it and it will show that result. So that is the main advantage of cell. You can do a small piece of code and you can verify if the things are working as expected. I've also verified their type of that list test variable, so that is showing as a list. Okay, now I'm going to tell you one more thing, that is IDLE. It's a ID, by default ID provided by Python. ID is nothing but an integrated development tool which helps to write any programming code. So I'll do the same thing, like we'll print some string over here as well. This is also cell, provides a more interactive way of interacting with the Python package. So as you can see in that hello got printed over there. Again I'm defining one more list as we have defined on Python cell. So we'll define on idle cell as well. As you can see, I have defined this time integer values and that got stored into that. Okay, cool. We have written few more programs on and we have fired some more commands. So that's how we'll learn that. Okay, so we'll create one .py file. So we wanted to write any uh, use number of codes, then definitely we have to write in some file. We cannot fire everything on cell. So same way I'm going to create one file. As you can see here, I'm defining method. So define or definition, it's a definition actually, like other languages have method. So this the same thing, method you can call definition, method, function, whatever, but meaning is same. So I have passed one argument here, that is f name, and I'm going to concatenate with hello and returning that name. So as you can see, I'm just concatenating two strings. Now I'm going to call that method. Method name is print name. I'm passing a bond. Let's see what happens. I try to execute it. First I'll save it as a test on my desktop. Yeah, give that name whatever you prefer. For now I'm selecting that path and giving a name as test.python, that is .py. We'll try to execute by F5. Okay, it printing out none, that none or nothing. So yeah, because Python by default returns none value, none or null you can say. So that's why it does not return anything. So my intention was to concatenate and print out on that cell. So I'll enhance this program. So we are going to print out that whatever concatenated result we are getting over here. So let's execute it again, and this time yeah, we got success, hello bond. So successfully we have achieved that program. Great, now we have created one program, fired some commands over there. Well, that's it. We'll meet you in next episode. Thank you.